Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first podcast on the Funny Buggers podcast. Today we have. This is your cue.
I am John Wick 0173.
This is
Do I have to
Aiden.
say my actual name? Yes, shut the. You can't tell me I have to say my real name, douchebag.
This is a Funny Buggers podcast. Who gives a shit about names? I'm not that famous, Jesus. God.
You sure about that?
I've got 486 subscribers. I don't think anyone would come to my place and be like, "Hey, remember that guy that was on that podcast? Yeah, can we know where he lives?" I'll just be like, "Which one?" Honestly, I'll
That
be
would
like,
be so weird. Like, literally so weird.
I know. I actually met one of my fans yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Oh, are you Safe Starfish?" And I was like, "Wait, you know me?" And this guy was like, "Yeah. My friend's friend gave me a link to your YouTube channel, and I watched it, and you're actually really good." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Okay,
Wait,
then.
do you want a fucking biscuit or some shit? Like, do you want my autograph?
Hey,
It's like they weren't like, "Oh, do you want I want an autograph or anything." They were just like, "Hey, I know you exist." I was like, "Well, thanks." I'm
just walks up to you, is like, "Oh, you exist? Okay, I'm your biggest fan."
I'm gonna do my shopping in a minute. I'll come back out, and if you're still there, I'm gonna go the other way to avoid you. So it was like first sign of fame for me, being like a small YouTuber, getting to know people and all that shit was so fucking funny. To the point where it was like, you don't want an autograph, you just know I exist, and it's like, that's great. I'm human being. Look at me.
I
But-
exist everywhere.
It's like, guys, if you're out there and you know me, and well, I mean, most of you know me, obviously. Come, give us a handshake. It's a secret handshake. What you do is you grab your dick.
We don't do that.
You put your right ball in, you put your right ball out, you put your right ball in, and you shake it all about. You do the testy westy, and you turn around.
my
That's what it's all about. Hiya! So
Really?
yeah, it's one me and Ben come up with. He's probably going to be on the
Oh,
podcast any day. I don't know. He works all the time. He's supervisor at Z Bar. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna flirt that out there. I'm friends with the supervisor of a fucking bar, and I don't get free drinks unless he brings the drinks and like makes professional made shots. To the point where I'm puking my guts up in the sink, and he's like, "Go on, have another." I'm like, "Ugh."
Just encouraging you just to have another one after you just puked up.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the boys' night we had, and it was like me and Jem were talking because we were gonna get back together, and we actually did. But then he was like in the background all the time, like, "Get off the phone! It's shots time. Let's go. There's a shot waiting for you. I need to take a shit." And I'm like, "That's just great to know." And then I started getting woozy, tripping on the couch and shit because I don't do well with alcohol. And he come up out of nowhere, and I started puking my guts up in the sink after calling Jem, because I was like, I had to take the phone call from the computer to my phone because I was that sick and that maneuverable that I had to be in the kitchen taking shots no matter what, while Ben was here on his Xbox Series X playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare on Veteran, trying to finish it, and then smoking weed. And I was like, bro, I can't. I was like, Jem, can I call you back in about 10 minutes? I'm about to be sick. And she's like, oh, no, that's okay. And I was like, thanks! Bang! Dead. Immediately got up, turned around, threw my guts up in the sink. And I was like, oh, Jem, I'm so sorry. And I tried to ring her, and she didn't answer because she went to bed because she was also drunk. And at the same time, Ben was like behind me being like, come on, have another shot. And I'm like,
Being fucking creepy as always.
no, I don't want another shot. I just threw my guts up. That's enough for tonight. And of course, in true Ben's spirit, bless his heart, he wanted to fuck his girlfriend.
Oh my fucking god.
And the funniest thing about this is, she lives about 25 k's out of Wodonga.
Holy shit.
We were both drunk out of our heads. He's like, I want to fuck my girlfriend so bad right now. I want to root her brains out. I want to rearrange her guts. And I was like, bro, do it. Go on. You want to do it? Just fucking do it. And like, my drunk ass was like, no, he should sober up and then get in the car and drive because he has to sober up, have a sleep. No, I immediately got the door open and was like, go fuck your girlfriend, bro. Let's go. He immediately drove to her house and fucked her brains out. And I was like sitting there alone in bed being like, man, this is lonely. I need a couple more shots.
Oh my god.
So I emptied the fucking bottle. That's just the whiskey. That's not including the fireball that's literally empty now because of us having Jaeger bombs and fucking apple pies and whatever. No, it was jam donuts. Sorry, jam donuts. They're fucking delicious now. But
I
yeah,
rather go for the just regular strawberry donuts. I don't really like the jam in the middle.
I'm not talking about actual donuts, dude. I'm talking about like it's a shot glass of some alcohol. I can't remember what he had. It was like vodka and stuff, but it has Applebee's alcohol in it. That's like thicker.
Well, you could
than
tell me it
normal.
was a fucking.
It's a drink, and it's my favorite drink now. Because every time I have it, I'm like, delicious, like an apple pie. And every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah, this is absolutely great. I love this. This shit is bossing. And at the same time, it was like, bro, are you serious? I'm falling on my ass on the couch, passing out left, right, and center. I've got a girl asking me out, and I've got this other guy wanting to take a shit while I'm calling this other girl. I'm like, bro, that night was fucking wild. And for legal reasons, I can't tell everyone her name because if I do, she'll go off at me because I think everyone already knows who it is. It's Jem.
Oh shit.
I've officially told her to get stuck. Like, I love her as a friend. But I got a text from her the other night after, like, having the best, like, day with her and her cousin. I smacked her on the ass with a Christmas wrapping paper when she was doing the WAP dance. And it was so fucking hilarious.
Did you just say WAP dance?
Yeah,
Lap dance.
wet ass pussy dance. Anyway,
Okay.
I thought, like, we had the best time ever. And then I was like, she unfriended me, probably because she got her phone taken off or whatever. And then she friended me back when she was at school, and I was like, oh, are you okay? Like, what happened? And this is the problem with having a 16-year-old friend. She texted me back and was like, you know, we shouldn't be friends. Like, I'm keeping too many secrets from my parents. You know, I shouldn't really be doing this. You know, and I agreed. I was like, you know, you should actually introduce me to the parents and see if it's
Oh
okay.
god, this is gonna be interesting.
I've seen the pop before, and I think he's a nice man. And I think if I told him, like, I'm a 20-year-old that lives by himself, that's, like, doing things by himself, like, managing money and all that, and I've got my license, I've got all this stuff, he could, like, see that as an opportunity to be like, can you help my daughter to study? And, like, can you help her get, like, the life you've got? And that's when I'm like, yeah, I'm always available for that. But she said, you know, let's not talk until that she was like 20. She's 16. In the amount of time it will take for her to get to 20, I would probably have my own house. Well, I mean, I've got my own house now, but I mean like an actual house. I'd have a wife. I'd have a kid. I would have totally forgotten about her. Well, I mean, not totally. There would still be like a little fringe little bit in my head that I would know her. But I wouldn't be that emotional towards her. And I feel the same way about her. She would have a kid. She would have a house. She would have a husband. All that shit. And I'm like, that's just fucking weird. So in the end, I said, you know, we argue too many times. You know, I can't do it looking for work and all that. I just can't do it. Let's not talk to each other ever again. So she said, fuck you. I said, same. And we parted our ways. But at the same time, it's like, in the back of my head, I always want to be there for her, no matter what. But at the same time, the amount of times we've argued and all that, and I feel if she hears this podcast, she's going to go off at me and be like, I'm suing you for harassment. It's not harassment, okay? I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm just saying we're two different people. living in different times. If you want to become my friend, become my friend. If you don't, then we just won't talk about each other. But I just had to get it off my head. Anyway,
Wow.
moving on to the first bit of news. Aiden, did you hear Battlefield 2042?
No, I did not.
Absolute shit game.
Okay. Well, I didn't need to hear that. I needed to hear that. If it was a shit game, it was a shit game.
Okay, so a lot of people have been saying the beta was shit, but the actual game was good. Now, being a kid that played the beta, I beg to differ. Okay, so just put it in perspective. When I played the beta, I was really good at it. I was getting kills left, right, and center. It was pretty easy. It was like a Call of Duty game. When the actual game came out, I haven't got a single kill yet. And these are
Serious?
the same bots on the beta as well. It's not the factor of, like, how stupid I am. Or, like, oh, you've got the bots, like, too high on the level or whatever. You gotta ease them off. No, it's the fact that the guns don't fire properly. And by that, I mean they're too realistic. You know, I know that a lot of games want to be more realistic these days with how they fire their guns and shit, but Battlefield, get your head out of your ass. I mean, nobody wants to play a fast-paced action game when you have to aim like 3 centimeters away from the guy just for the bullet to hit him. It's not fucking good. Like, the last thing you should be doing in a like fucking high-pressured problem is be going like, okay, I see guy on hill. He's walking 3 kilometers left. So, I have to put my gun 3 centimeters to the left and see if I hit him. Emphasize on see if I hit him. And you never do. And that's what I hate. The bots know this and are like, I'm going to use this as an advantage. Because they're bots. They do it all by their head. It's fucking easy. And I think I'm the only one that has the problem where I'm like, okay, aim at the guy, fire, hit. No, aim at the guy, fire, the bullet goes straight fucking past him. I'm still standing there dead because this bot is like, yeah, I'm better than you. And I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? And even the spray, I know that Critical, hit me up Critical if you want to be on the podcast. He's too famous, he wouldn't even know me. Anyway, it got to the point where even he's saying, like, when you use like a machine gun or like an assault rifle, the spread is like fucking massive. It's like the size of my mum's mouth. It's huge. You cannot plug that with anything. I've tried.
Jesus.
KFC 21 pack does not fucking work. Trust me.
Bottomless pit there.
Almost. But at the same time, it was like, even he's saying, like, it's so shit, I wouldn't even play. You know what? For the first time, I can't believe I'm saying this. For the first time in, like, 5 years, I prefer Call of Duty instead of Battlefield. And that is saying something. Because I've got Vanguard and I've got 2042. And I always play Vanguard. Have not opened it Battlefield since I got it.
Shit.
I've opened it once and I've played it twice. But that was because I couldn't find Vanguard or I just couldn't be bothered playing Vanguard. And I've played Vanguard online. I've done really well. I've played Battlefield online. I've shitted bricks because everything's fucked. And this is coming from a guy that cracks 90s on Fortnite. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not, like, laser beam level famous. Another guy, if you want to hit me up, come on. Bro, you live in Sydney, come on. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not good at these games, but I'm getting better. But Battlefield is like an entirely different fucking network of, like, bullfuckery. It's like, usually with games, I've been playing games for like 20 years. Usually with games, you aim at the guy, you fire the gun, the guy goes dead. Good job. Battlefield, it's
I
like...
couldn't find a word there.
Okay, now, target is going 19 meters per second over 200 meters away. I've got an AK-47. I need to be able to hit him, so I'm going to have to check the wind. I'm going to have to check how long he is. I'm going to have to check his dick size. I'm going to need to see how big his girthy is. And I'm going to need to see dick to mouth ratio. Now, if I shoot my gun at this cock and miss, I am definitely dead because there is a tank right behind me. I am fucked either way. But if I do hit him, I'll still be dead. But that doesn't matter because I would have hit him. And then you fire the shot and it goes straight fucking past him. The next minute, a tank comes out of nowhere and blows you up. You're like, damn, I'm fucked. And it was like, to me, it was like, if you weren't in a tank or a jet, you're fucked. Infantry sucks. It's literally like they're giving a 2-year-old a pistol and you're just like, fire the gun. You're like, but how the fuck does this work? Like, I don't care. There's professionals out there that are 80 years old that have fired guns for the whole of their lives. You fucking fight them. You're like, where's the trigger? And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But then again, I've played Vanguard, and being a Vanguard player is pretty fucking hard. Because you have all these kids, like, jumping around like they've got my Listerine bottle up their ass, for example. Because that's all they do. They just jump around like that, and I'm like, bro, come on, what the fuck? And, like, even in Fortnite, I'm seeing it. I'm now using the jump pad, which is a paddle I've got on the back, just to fucking kill people because they're jumping around and they're bouncing and shit. I'm like, bro, whatever happened to the manliness of walking up to someone and shooting them blank in the face? No. Now you gotta, like, walk left and right. Now you gotta crouch. Now you gotta jump like a fucking bunny rabbit on heat. You gotta do all this bullshittery, and then you can kill him. If you fucking hit him. And lucky for me, on Fortnite, because I've got such a good controller with all the upgrades on it, it's pretty easy. But for some other people, I can see that they're, like, fucking raging out, hitting their wives, for instance, and being all that shit. Because, officially, I want to say online games are shit. Let's just say that out loud now. Online games are shit. Look at Aiden, for example.
You shut the fuck up.
When was the last time... Okay, really, when was the last time you played an online game?
Like Fortnite?
Like anything. Except Pornhub.
Yeah,
that's not an online game. That's multiplayer. That's different.
Shut up.
You and your right hand go away from the fucking phone right now.
Well, last time I played Fortnite was with Devil, a friend of mine, Kyle.
Yeah, last time Kyle, who's also going to be on the podcast, probably, I don't know, his phone's fucked, so I gotta wait.
Yeah, he's gonna get a new phone for Christmas anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Christmas. Anyway.
Yeah, last time I played Fortnite, well, an online game, was with Devil, our friend Kyle.
You can just say Kyle because everyone's friends here, aren't we? People are
Very
gonna look
much.
back at this and be like, this is like their names and where they live. We know it, like, if I become more famous than, let's say, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I'm already more
Mr. Beast?
I'm more famous than all of my friends, which is scary. Like, for example, we've got Gemma. She's only got 6. Her top was only like 104. And she's a girl. For starters, she's a girl. She's a beautiful girl. She's very beautiful. Second of all, she shakes her ass like Nicki Minaj. Obviously. And
yeah,
like,
you wouldn't know.
on Who says I wouldn't know? Anyway, it's like she does TikTok dances. And on TikTok, you would see that and be like, holy shit, she's famous because people love that. But on YouTube, because she's got such a random name, I can't remember what it was. And I'm not looking it up because I'll get emotional. It's like some random shit with like an emoji in the middle of it and more stuff. Be kind or something like that, my peoples. No one's going to search that up and be like, oh, there's this random person that I specifically looked up every fucking letter. No one's going to see it. And I've seen that she's got like 1,000 views on most of her videos, and this is how I got 400. Shorts, people with shorts, they look at the video, the song of the video, and that's all they focus on, the song. So the reason your videos are doing well is because you're using that fucking song.
Okay.
And it's like for Gem, she's always using songs and shit, and that's when she's got like higher views. Like mine, like the one with the horse, is like 200 and something thousand views, and that's just a horse
Really?
running around with Savage Love playing in
We're
the
on a podcast.
background. Hi.
We're on a podcast now. Yes.
A podcast?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast for YouTube.
On who?
For YouTube. Yes.
Aiden's being a fucking idiot.
Shut
Sorry.
up.
Sorry, guys. Aiden's nan just came in. She's got a knife. We're scared.
He is, I know.
Jason Voorhees just kicked our ass. Anyway, yeah, it's just like a talking thing. It's a podcast.
Set up pretty well.
Yes, he's living by himself.
I said, he looks like he's got everything he needs in the flat.
Yes.
Fucking mint.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, I've been living with myself for like 5 months now, so. And I'm already doing better than Aiden.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, everything's Razer in my house except for my seat, and that's gonna be Razer for Christmas. So if you guys don't know, for Christmas, Aiden will bloody moist over this because he'll lick his lips and shit. Watch this. For Christmas, I'm getting a $595 chair from Razer. That's at JB Hi-Fi at the moment. It's got a down payment on it, so I've definitely got it. I'll pick it up next week. And
Okay.
I've got a $3,000 desktop with a $2,000 monitor coming as well. And the desktop is Republic of Gaming. So better than Predator. And it's a bit cheaper than the Predator one. The Predator one was like 3,100 and it was shit. This one you can custom upgrade, so it's good. I think after this podcast, Aiden, I'll send you a video or a photo of it, and you'll fucking moist over it. It's fucking delicious. And I legit walked 25
That's
k's
not
just
fucking
to see it.
food.
I don't care. It makes me moist looking. It makes me moist thinking about it. Yeah, I'm
Well, that's
20
just
years
you,
old.
not everyone else.
I love it when people, like, especially one person in particular was like, oh, all you care about was girls. No, mate, I get moist at the sign of a fucking graphics card, you know. You give me a V8 supercharged, turbocharged car, I'm like fucking wet as a wet woman can be.
Okay.
And it's like, men only care about one thing. No, we care about two things, and that's cars and desktops. Maybe consoles.
Yeah, no shit.
Maybe consoles. Women are like down the bottom. We don't care about those. I mean,
They're down there somewhere.
it like my woman used to be up there until we had an argument. Now she's like fucking lower than the floor. I'm like,
Probably
you
up
can
the
get
core.
fucked. No, she hasn't added me on Snapchat in like 3 days, and I'm like, so she's going okay.
God.
I know, it's weird. For me, it's like, we have an argument, 3 days later she comes back and is like, oh, are you okay? I'm like, okay, it's been the 3 days, where the fuck is she? I mean, it's only been 2 days, actually. It might have been 2 days, 3 days, I don't know. But, like, I'm not even fucking worried, because if she comes back, she comes back. We'll have a talk about it, we'll probably become friends again, I don't fucking care. If she doesn't come back, well, then she doesn't come back. She can live the rest of her life as she wants. I just hope nothing bad happens to her, or else I'll kick her ass. But that's the same. That's just me being me.
But if something bad happens to her, how would you know?
I don't know. I'll get a feeling about it. Like, I don't know. It's weird with me because to a point, it's like if something bad happens to her, I get a feeling, and then I'm like, "Are you okay? What happened?" And then she'll say something bad happened to her, and I'm like, I knew it.
Just
What
a
happened?
blank question.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, you want to live your own life, go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. I'm just the one that's like there in case you need me. Like, I'd love to be friends with you. Like, you're the best person to be friends with. But at the same time, I don't want to be there to be your scapegoat. Like, you've got like a serious fucking problem. Go have like a psychiatrist or something. Don't blame it all on me. Cause like the shit she goes through.
Anyone random.
Yeah, it's like I won't tell you what she goes through because privacy reasons. But she's gone through a lot of shit in her life. And the fact that she's still smiling after all that is fucking amazing. And that's what I'm proud of. If I am proud of her with one thing, Aiden just touched his titties. If I'm proud of
Fuck
her,
you.
nah, thanks, I'm good. If there's one thing I can like
Well,
look at,
Fuck yourself then.
if there's one thing I can look at the end of the day, it's that I'm so proud of what she's become and how she's got here. She's had a lot of slip ups, there, here and then, but I've always been there to be like, don't be like that. Just get up, have a smile, laugh it off, be happy, and
Be
like,
positive.
yeah, and I'll continue doing that, Jem. If you are
Like,
listening,
I'm always fucking positive.
yeah, exactly, Jem. If you're listening, like, you don't have to call me, you don't have to text me. You could hate
No,
me as
no,
much
no.
as you want. It's all up to you. But just know at the end of the day, if you ever need someone to be there for you, I'm always there. Okay? Always will, always have. Tried to.
Just
Because I lived fucking 15 k's away from you. I couldn't walk that every day. But I've always tried to be there for you. And, you know, since you moved nearby to me, I'll continue to always be there. Also, guys, if you didn't notice, Aiden would notice, I've got a new fan. My $110 fan blew up the other day.
how the fuck did it blow up?
Okay, so because it was a white, like a bladeless fan, it used to not produce a lot of wind. So I was like, fuck it, I'll have it lie on the bed next to me so I could feel the breeze. Make it a lot easier for it. And then it would be like full body breeze. Until I found out, I actually kicked it off the bed so many times the inside broke.
Oh my fucking god.
Because I'm a very restless sleeper. You look at my bed, the sheets aren't even fucking on it anymore. And it's like,
Make your fucking bed then.
no! Anyway, it's like,
Back to the topic.
I kicked it so many times I broke it, and I was like, Mum, can I have one of my granddad's fans? This fan is like 90 years old, and it's better than the fucking one I bought for $110. This thing was $20 at the reject shop when it came out. It's probably worth $5 now, and it works better than the $110 one. I'm like, you fucking pricks. I mean, honestly, people in the chat might be like, guys, come on, have like a better fucking wind thing. Get a better fan, like a Dyson or whatever. I'm like, I'm not paying.
I got a fan for myself. It's in my room right now.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm not paying $800 for a fucking fan. That's ridiculous. It's not gonna happen.
I don't know how. I think this fan cost me like $16 or something.
See, the cheap ones will work, and the bloody expensive ones don't.
I said $16 or higher, maybe. I don't
Are
know.
you ready for some TikToks? Sorry, I'm getting my laser beam voice going. I want to be just like laser beam when I grow up and be like, I'm very, very bored. Welcome to I Am Bored.
I can tell.
Yeah, I've literally, I don't know why I keep checking my phone. It's funny because today, sorry, I had an NDIS driver, sweetest woman I've ever met. I actually have a crush on her.
Oh, goodness.
She's like 23, 24, and she lives at home with like her mates and that. And like, I know it's a no dating policy because she works with me, but at the same time, would definitely smash. Anyway, she's a very nice person, very kind, very caring. And today I was like, you know, I want to check out a PC for Christmas. And what did she do? She was like, you know what? I want to get Call of Duty Vanguard. I was like, okay. We went to Harvey Norman. I looked at the gaming stuff. She bought Call of Duty Vanguard. So I was like, okay, the NDIS driver just bought something for her. Okay, that's great. And then I was like, where else do I want to go? Oh, I want to go JB Hi-Fi. So we went to JB Hi-Fi. She bought a remote control shit. I shit you not. A remote control shit for $10 that literally just drives across the floor, and it's an actual pile of shit. And I was like, oh, I'm just looking at the monitors and the chair, because I'm getting the chair, and I was putting a deposit down. And here she is rolling around with a packet of shit, and I'm like, that's a shit gift for a Christmas present. And then after that, we went to, where else did we go? We went to EB Games, and that's when I met the love of my life, the Mandalorian helmet.
Oh, fuck.
I put it on and I could see straight through it, and I was like, hang on, so you telling me you can't see my face, but I can see you? That's it. That's my COVID mask. Boom! Mandalorian helmet! And
God.
I love it how I've got a pink hoodie, so I'll just be like in the pink hoodie with the Mandalorian helmet with Baby Yoda being like Dad of the Year. Fuck,
Yeah.
it would be funny. And at the same time, it was like we went there, she didn't buy anything, and I was like super surprised. I was like, holy shit. And then we went to the Modern Boba. You know where that is? Down Vault Lane.
What the fuck is that?
It's an American shop that sells like lollies and like American foods and anime toys. Like they've got Hatsune Miku, they've got like Izuku, they've got My Hero Academia figures, everything. But they also sell like American food, like Tootsie Rolls, or Tootsie Pops,
Hey,
and
My Hero
Twinkies and
Academia.
all that shit. Pardon?
Did you say My Hero Academia?
Academy. I've got the poster right here that has Izuku and All Might.
Izuku!
Deku! Why did my light
Yes,
get
that.
brighter? My light just legit got brighter. Holy shit. Got the power of all for one in me right now. Which is funny because in my name translates to Deku in Japanese. And I'm like, I'm an idiot. I'm a chicken.
you look like a fucking chicken.
Fuck off, I'm trying to grow a beard. Anyway. This is getting back for the X. I'm growing a beard and gonna be like Post Malone. Fake tattoos, not real tattoos. Needles. I hate needles. But at the same time, it's like, fuck it, I'll have needles. I mean, I've got scars all over my arms anyway. We won't talk about that. Anyway, we went there and we were looking around at the food and there was like 50 things. I was like, fuck, if I had the money right now, I would definitely buy this shit. There was Twinkies. There was... What else was there? There was like fucking everything. I can't remember what they had. But they had everything I've ever wanted from an American shop. They had fucking Hershey's. I remember that.
What the fuck is a Hershey?
It's a chocolate bar. But they have like the milk chocolate and dark chocolate versions of it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want one of those.
But you didn't have the fucking money.
I didn't even bring me card because I was like, I only have like $4 afterwards after I put the deposit down. So I was like, oh fuck it. Which hopefully when my mum comes tomorrow, I'll like scab $50 out of my account because my mum has all my money. Because she knows if I had the amount of money I have, which is like $37,000, I would go to the Modern Boba or EB Games and spend the entire fucking savings on food, alcohol, and gaming. And you know what?
No
She's
shit.
not wrong. She's not wrong. I would go into a shop and be like, I want this, this, this. PS5s, I want 5 of those. You know what? I want a monitor for every PS5, and I want them to be $800 each. But at the same time, it was like, you know, she wants it for like a house or a car or all that. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Put it away. And when I need the money, I'll use it. But like, mate, if I go to the Modern Boba, the food is like $7 each for like a Tootsie Pop. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Here's $50. I want everything in your shop right fucking now. They had Code Red Mountain Dew and Major Melon. They had more flavours of Mountain Dew there than the entirety of Australia. Do you know what Code Red Mountain Dew is?
No, I haven't seen it.
Have you seen Zombieland?
1 and 2.
On 1, the main character drinks when he's playing video games is Code Red Mountain Dew. Yeah, when he's playing
Did
World
not
of
notice that.
Warcraft. Yeah, he says,
I didn't
and
notice that.
Code Red Mountain Dew. And he's drinking it and it goes all over his shirt, yeah. And I'm like, they have a 24-pack of this shit. And it was like the last box there. I was like, fuck, if I had the money, that thing would be in the back of the car.
And at your house.
And then they had fucking spicy candy canes. Could you imagine giving your cousin that? Like, your cousin's like...
For a fucking prank.
Yeah, it's like your cousin, like, you know that your cousin comes over at Christmas, he always eats all the candy canes and never gets into trouble. So every, like, 5 candy canes, you put 1 spicy one, and when he licks that, he's fucking running through the house, yelling, milk! Milk! And you're like, ha 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 ha! You little bastard, I caught ya! And he's like screaming, running. The parents are running and screaming. You're just sitting back going, good fucking boy, good fucking. And then he's screaming, and then because he doesn't learn, he goes back for another one. Instantly gets another spicy one. Fucking screams again. And you just there in the background. Fucker, you never learn. And your mum's like, what the fucking hell's wrong with this candy cane? She licks it. She's screaming her head off. Your stepdad licks it. He's screaming his head off. You're the only one there that's like, am I in the place full of fucking dolphins? Because they're all dumbasses. Jesus Christ. Because I remember what it said on the side of it. It was Carolina Reaper. So that shit would be so spicy. Oh my god. They have Fuegos.
What?
Do you know what a Taki is?
A what?
Have you ever seen Markiplier's video on Takis? Also, Markiplier,
No.
if you wanna... I'm joking. I don't want on my podcast. I mean, if you want to, but I'll be so shy, I would be like...
He's a fan of yours, Mark.
Hello, Markiplier. Hello.
Markiplier, if you're listening to this, he's a big fan of yours. So,
Markiplier, if
yeah.
you're listening to this, don't listen to this. If you're listening to this, Markiplier, I don't want you listening to this. Get off the podcast. Anyway, I don't know. The amount of famous people I've met over the years have gone up drastically since I moved out of home. We've got I'm not friends with these people. They just know I exist. So we've got Alan Walker. We've got Oompaville. That actually did talk to me on a Discord call once. So hooray. We have Laserbeam. He's the Laserbeam. He's true blue. Anyway, we have him because I've got him on the Discord server as well. We have Clint, which is Oompaville's brother. Who else have we got? Let's have a look. I've got PewDiePie's, but that's because I paid for it. But these other ones I got for free. What else was there? There's that. There's the Gaming Lemon in the Fruit Bowl. It's called the Fruit Bowl. My Discord server is called the Fruit Bowl.
The football.
The Fruit Bowl. And it's pretty good. But at the same time, I was like, I love all this stuff of how, like, and Cinnamon Toast Ken. He now knows I exist. He thinks I live in Sydney. I don't live in Sydney. Because what happened was...
Yeah, because you fucking scared him.
Yeah, I was like... Wait, were you watching?
No. You told me about it, douchebag.
Yeah. Okay, Cinnamon Toast Ken, if you're out there, happy birthday. And also, because that's what he always says. Anyway, also, I'm sorry for scaring you. I didn't mean it as a scary thing. I legit live down the road from you. I live like 200 k's away. That's like an easy drive for us Australians. I could like drive to Sydney and see you. Collab, maybe? Question mark. But at the same time, it's like... Yeah, but at the same time, it's like... I didn't mean to scare you, but the way I said it was like, greetings from down the road. Hope you have a good day. And he's like, so selfish down the road. Scary. I'm like, no! The only time I waste $8 for someone to notice me and I make him scared shitless. I'm like, I pay $8 to give a super chat out to be like, hey, you know, I just live down the road, you know, just wondering if you're settling into Australia okay, you know, being friendly. No, immediately I'm like a serial killer, like, hey, Cinnamon Toast Ken. I live down the road.
More like a stalker.
You know, I'm like, hey, Cinnamon Toast Ken! I live down the street from you! It's like, no. You wanna be mates? It's like, no.
Now you sounded like more like Tomura Shigaraki.
Yeah!
If you're wondering who that is, that's one of the villains in MHA. Also
Oh,
known as
yeah,
My
the
Hero
one with
Academia.
the face that goes like that.
Yeah, the one that has hands on his face. And
Yeah.
the quirk called Decay.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but, like, you know, we live down the street from each other. Kind of. But it was like I was going to Sydney every day and being like, looking through the window, being like, hi, Cinnamon Toast Ken. How's it going?
Oh, my.
And it's like, no, mate, no, that's not how Australians are. We see a famous person down the road, we just say good day and we keep walking. That's why people want to live in Australia. I think the biggest one you could say is Hamish and Andy. They're very popular in Australia. They're like the fucking... They're the fucking popularist.
They're the tippy top.
Yeah, and they literally say on their podcast, if you see us and know us, we'll give you $1.
Just
It's
$1
like,
fucking dollar, that's it.
yeah, but you have to have change from it, like a $50 note or a $100 note, because if you don't, then they don't give you the dollar. But anyway, it's like, it's to the point where it's like, people are paying you to realize they're celebrities. Because a lot of Australians are like, you know, they're just people that work differently. Because that's what being a YouTuber and a celebrity is. It's work. We get paid to do this. I mean, I don't, because I don't want to get paid to do this. Because I love doing this as just a pastime. But at the same time, it's like, people get paid to
Just for
do
fun.
this. Yeah. It's like, people get paid to
Just
do this. This is what people get
But
paid
other
to
people-
do. This is a
Yeah,
job.
people get paid for it as a job, and then other people just want to do it for fun.
Exactly. It's like sometimes people want to be like, I'm having a good time with it at the moment. This is what I want to happen. And at the same time, it's like other Australians are looking at these famous people and going, eh. Like, no, low key. If I saw Margot Robbie down the street, I would say good day to her and I'll walk straight past her. I shit you not. In fact, I actually remember a time I met Isaac Butterfield in Melbourne, and I didn't even know it was him. I walked straight past him. And it was a while ago that my mum actually said to me when I was watching one of his videos on the TV, she was like, that guy's famous? I'm like, yeah, it's Isaac Butterfield, Mum. Jesus. Fuck vegans. Fuck you to the moon. And she's like, Declan, he walked past us in Melbourne a year ago. You know that, right? It's like, wait, really? And he's like, yeah.
And now you know.
He was looking at you saying good day and you walked straight past him. I'm like... I was like, what? I could have been like, good day, sir. Can I have your autograph? No, I literally keep walking with my head down. I'm
You're
like,
probably on
"Yeah,
your
my
fucking phone.
No, I didn't have my phone back then. I was like 10. And I was like head down, very shy, walked straight past him. My mum's like, g'day. And I heard the girthy voice, g'day. And I'm like, he's scary. And and then I remember seeing a video of him and was like, I think I know him from somewhere. Mum's like, yeah, he walked straight past you and you didn't even say hello. I'm like, ah, fuck. But see, that's what some Australians have in common. We're just like, if we talk to you, we talk to you. If we don't, you don't. Like, it
Are you
doesn't.
just moving a Listerine around?
No. Cheers to Liza, babe. Hey, straight blue.
Oh fuck!
That's spicy.
Yep. Oh shit!
Ah, got some in my eye. This just
That's
in,
your
I
fault.
just put WD-40 on my face like this spray, like, yeah, this is what pain feels like. Fucking Mad Max. Now my beard is now moist, and my whole face feels like. It feels like there's water on it, but there's no water on it. I look like a vampire
That's
now.
what
My
WD-40
skin is
does.
all shiny. But nah, ever since my ex broke up with me, I've been doing dumb shit, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I love doing dumb shit. That's basically me. But I
Oh
gotta
shit!
admit,
I know you too well.
being single is the best thing ever because I've actually got a crush on this other girl. Her name's Ebony. She doesn't look at my content. She hardly knows I exist. But I was friends with her sister, Dakota. So far, she's 23. She has 2 kids. I could be daddy! But
Oh
I'm
my fucking.
I'm not sure if she'll like me or not. But at the same time, it's like, you know, could just shoot my shot.
Well, you could be friends with her. Have you thought about that?
No.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, I have enough girls as friends.
Pass around.
Okay, all my not girlfriends, but friends that are girls. So we got Courtney. We had Gemma, but apparently not anymore. Who else is a girl that I'm friends with? Layla, Jessica. All these people that I'm friends with. I think out of them all, Courtney's the best one because I've been with her for like 15 years. We're basically brother and sister. I would never ask her out because I know her too much. I have a crush on her. The only reason I know her for so long was I actually dated her in kindergarten. And it was serious. And then she left, and then we never really got together because she's a gypsy that goes around Australia exploring and loves going outside. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, I see a fly, I scream. I'm more of an inside person. I will go outside for all. Mark that as a reference. Like,
Me, I'm a bit of both.
Shut up, black man. You gets placed down for racism. Just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm his mate. I've been mates with you for like how long? Fucking 10 years. I can say the N-word any day. I'm friends with you for 10 years. It's a fucking achievement. It's a fucking achievement. Once you get friends with a guy like you for 10 years, you can say the N-word. After we fight about each other's grandma's dying and have a wrestle, and the next day be like, "Oi, mate, you alright? Yeah, let's have a fucking sausage roll." I have the right to say shit about you. You burnt choco. Fuck, it's funny.
I'll be right back.
Oh, good. And now I will talk about another person. So, guys, if you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like and comment of if you want to be into this podcast. Next time on this podcast, we will have Jessica Isley, one of my best mates. I just got to get her onto Facebook because she has very shit internet, and we'll basically be talking like this. Next, after that, we'll have Kyle Lansdowne, another one of our mates. And after that, who knows? If you guys want to have... Oh, we got Heath. Heath is the next one, and then Jessica, sorry. Actually, no, it's Jessica and then Heath. I don't know. It depends on when my mates are online. But guys, if you want to be on the podcast, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you comment down below if you want. And I'll DM you. We'll DM back and forth, maybe. If you want to be on this podcast, on the Funny Buggers podcast, go right ahead. It's not a problem. I've actually only just started this podcast because I thought, you know what, we do talk a lot of shit, and I think it's great to tell each other and record us talking shit. So this is basically what we talk about every day. And for... Hang on, I'm just gonna... There we go. And for another certain person, Jem, if you're watching this, you are probably gonna sue me or whatever because you hate me. But at the same time, I'm only saying nice things about you. And I only mention you because, just because, you're like a reference in my head now. You're still going to be one of my best mates, but still. And I've been talking shit for the past fucking 10 hours. Here he comes. He comes back now.
Shut up.
He's finally back. The fat black man himself.
Hey, I
Yo,
ain't fat.
if Santa was black, I'm looking at him.
I'm poofy.
I'm not fat. I'm tubby. That's what Heath says. He came up to me the other night not on the podcast, but on just a regular chat, and was like, "I'm not fat. I'm tubby." And I was like, "No, you're fat. You got bigger tits than me, and that's saying something." No, but
Probably
for
does.
real, I've been working out a lot. Like, I walk a lot. If you guys see how much I walk every day, it's like fucking hell. But
Hey, dude, you're not the only one that fucking walks.
you walk around the block and you're like, "Oh, I'm tired. I want to go back inside and have a rest. I want a choco bar."
No, I don't need chocolate bars anymore. Chocolate doesn't agree with my fucking body.
I'm patting your tummy.
You're fucking patting your own fucking desk.
I don't care. In my head, I'm patting your tummy, being like, "Who's a tubby little cheeky?" I love it how
You try and tap.
I love it how
You try and fucking pat my tummy, I'll fucking punch you in the face.
I love it how your burn marks literally look like your arm has abs. When you do
Shut up.
that, it's like, mate, my 6-packs have 6-packs.
Looks like my arms have muscles.
Yeah, it's like, my muscles have muscles. It's like that time where Rigby's working out and then all of a sudden a six-pack just appears on his arm. It's like, yeah, my muscles have 8-packs, mate. It's like, yeah, there we go. But at the same time, it's like, you look at my muscles. Yes, I am pale now because I stay inside every day. And it's like,
No shit.
that's muscle right there. That's like, I can pick up a car with that. And it's not just that, it's that.
What?
So I actually towed my mum's car the other day with just my hands. And that's a Toyota Hilux. I was so
Fuck.
proud. I was so proud. I was just like hauling it, being like, hell yeah. But most of my muscle isn't in my arms because if I use my arms, just my arms, I can barely hold like 2 bottles of milk. I'm weak up there. But with my legs, bro, they're fucking thick as fuck. They're like jacked to the point where if I walk, all I
So your
feel
legs
is
are
the clap of my legs. They're not fat, they're muscle.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they're
they're not fat, they're muscle. Because if I kick someone, they'll go
They're muscle.
flying.
They're muscle fat.
Not muscle fat, it's just normal muscle. But at the same time,
Stop fucking stop checking your phone.
my mate's having fucking sushi. What a bastard. Where's
Who's
my
having
sushi?
sushi? Which one?
My mate Ben, he's at Z Bar right now having sushi. I'm like, you fucking bastard, where's my sushi? I've been having beans for tea. That's all I've got
I
in
just
the
had-
fridge is beans and lettuce. Because I'm on a
I have-
diet and I hate it.
I have spaghetti.
I literally have ice cream in the fridge and mum's like, don't touch, you're on diet. I'm like, and it's like, hang
Have you
on.
touched it? You've touched it.
I've eaten all of it. There's nothing left. And that was the
So
day
you
one. That was in the day. Mum was like, you can get any groceries you want. So honestly, I put like 2 ice creams in the box, and the rest of it was all salads and shit. Because that's what Mum wants me to have to lose weight. Because she's like, you're not getting overweight, but there's starting to be something there. And I'm like, okay, I'll start going on a diet, and I'll have a diet for a little while.
So technically, you hid the 2 ice creams in the box.
I paid for the ice creams, put them in the car before she even got to the car. And then when she saw me again, because she went to the smoke shop to get smokes, I immediately came back around and was like, yes, I'm doing grocery shopping. And just had like salads and sausages and shit. I immediately got home, ate the entire fucking Ben & Jerry's chocolate thing in a day. I was starving that chocolate, mate. And my body was like, no more. No, I probably gained like 50 pounds just eating all that. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I need to eat this. I need the taste. Which is why Mum's going to come to my place tomorrow and be like, why is there ice cream on the floor? I'm like, I didn't know ice cream on the floor. I didn't know ice cream on the floor. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so tomorrow she's going to hospital and I get the dog. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I fucking love the dog. I remember, you guys will remember this too, but I used to have a cat for a day. Because what happened was
Meow,
the
meow.
cat... I put the cat through a sawmill and then it really went meow. No, what happened was, because it was always in a shelter, it got used to the shelter. Like the toilet and all that in the shelter. It pissed in the sink. It shit on the floor. I'm like, bruh, your fucking kitty litter box that you used to use in the shop is right fucking there. I spent $200 on the same fucking thing you always shit it in, and it's right there and you can't even shit in it. So in the end I was like, you know what, it's so quiet, it's like always wanting a cuddle. I thought it was old, and then I found out it was like 11 weeks old because it came from Holbrook. So Seamus, you and I need a little bit of a chat, mate. Seamus is the Holbrook vet. Yeah, I used to live at Holbrook and I know Seamus. I'm gonna kick his fucking ass.
Well, you didn't technically live in Holbrook.
I lived outside of Holbrook on a farm, but we used to consider Holbrook as a place of living. It was technically closer.
Didn't you used to walk from your farm to Holbrook?
For a certain person, yeah.
Oh,
She
God.
did the same for
Then
me
you
once.
used now
And
you live in Albury, and you used to walk from Albury to Holbrook.
I walked from Albury to Holbrook once, and I'll never do it again. I don't need to. No one out there lives there anymore. Gemma lives in Lavy. You live near Wagga. So who the fuck is out there that I know? What,
Heath?
Sophie Heath lives in Wodonga. I see him every week.
Yeah, you can walk there.
I can walk to Wodonga. That's fine. But fucking
What about
Holbrook.
Walla?
I'm not walking to Walla. Fuck that. It's the same amount of time it'll take to get to Gerodgery. I think it's about that amount of time, and that nearly killed me. Fuck, I'd have to be driven home.
Awesome.
But like, nobody. I know one person that lives out there, but I'm not friends with them yet, which is Sophie Malloy. She's gotten into contact with me recently. She's always busy now because she's got shit left, right, and center. But I'm
Hey, I'm
like,
trying to look for
other than that, nobody out there I know is living out there anymore. I mean, Gemma lives in Lavy. You got Heath lives in Wodonga. You live near Wagga.
no shit.
I'm like,
Well,
I'm not
Wagga and
fucking-
Uni.
Yeah, which is actually funny because on Wednesday I'm coming out to Wagga, so I might actually,
I live in Tamora, which is not that far from Wagga.
yeah, I might like say to him like, you know what, I want to go to Tamora. And they'll be like, you paid us to go to Wagga? I'm like, yeah, but it's like only a little bit out of Wagga. It's not that far. It's like 10K. It's not even that far.
No, it's not.
It's like easy. I could walk from Wagga to your place easily.
Well, just look for McDonald's.
No, I mean, technically your place is closer than Holbrook is to my place. I mean, no shit, Sherlock, for now. But, like, when I used to live in Holbrook, yeah, well, you know, on the farm, yeah, because farm to Holbrook was 15 Ks, and, yeah, it's only 10 Ks. But, like, back to funny shit. We need to get to funny shit. Anyway.
Just back to the topic.
So I met a new friend the other day. He's a bit of a tool. You guys might know this because it's on my YouTube channel. I found a piece of like a trailer hitch, like the bolt with the bolt still attached to it and the thing. It was like someone like purposely took it off and put it on the side of the road to like fix something. And here I come along and pick it up. And they're probably like looking there like, where the fuck did my pipe go? Here I am just swinging it around like I'm a fucking one. Yeah! I've still got it
like
too.
a fucking,
I know, I've still got it.
probably like fucking, yeah, probably like a fucking waving it around like a fucking maniac.
I know. I think the worst thing I did when I was walking the other day to Harvey Norman was I was singing songs. And like when I walk on a back road, so there's like, it's like a bike path to Thaguna. There's no one on it. Except for when it's rush hour. There's always bicycles on it. And I accidentally went on rush hour, didn't I? So here I was, like, both AirPods in, singing Valentine's Day by Linkin Park. Next minute, 5 bikes go past. I'm like, please had your earbuds in. None of them had earbuds. I'm like, shit. They heard me sing. And none of them commented my singing, which I was like, obviously I'm a shit singer. I can't sing for shit. I know tempo, but that's it. My voice can shadow windows, basically.
I only know one song and that's Kick the Dust Up.
I know. Wait, what other songs? I know I'm always going on my phone, but this is for reference. What songs do I know? I know Valentine's Day by Linkin Park, What I Put You Through by Conor Maynard, Outside by Calvin Harris, Last One Standing by Skylar Grey, Kiss of Death by... I'm learning Kiss of Death, which is from Darling of the Franks. Addict by Sylvia Hound. Basically all the songs on my phone I know because I've just listened to them so many times.
Well, I have to go because my phone's dying.
We're gonna actually end it there for tonight anyway. So
Oh, God.
okay, so Aiden can fill in the gaps. Make sure you
Like and subscribe.
for a fucking great time. This has been the this has been the Funny Buggers podcast, and we hope you have a great day. And
Mhm.
Aiden, thank you for joining me today.
No shit.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking
No, you shut the fuck up.
chocolate-looking little cheese ball.
I shut up, dickhead.
Shut up. Feck off, you oh, what was it? Hang on. No, because I remember that thing that was like, feck off, you son of a truck smuggler. Shut up, you son of a truck smuggler. Feck off, you wee shower of gobshite, and go the fuck back to your badges on. Jacksepticeye 2021. Beautiful.
Pretty much.
Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that's going to be it for today.